Hello, I'm your host, TL Aldier, with episode 12 of On the Air with Titan, with others with me. Will you guys introduce yourself?
CT Yobama of Hyperion.
I'm
All right, I'll go. I'm CT Iceman Reserves, sadly.
All right. I am CT Boatal of Jaeger Squad.
I am SNCO DarkHawk of Pegasus Squad.
I'm Second Lieutenant Sturg, the CO of Alpha Platoon.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good day. I am Captain Jail CT-5138, Commander of Havoc Company, Overseer of Titan Platoon, and Executive Aerial Cadre for the Xbox Division. I am the Alpha and the Omega of all things aerial related on the Xbox console. A good day to you.
That was a sexy introduction.
Indeed.
Is that all of us?
Should be.
Yeah, I believe so.
Well, I mean, yeah,
Well-
it's best for last, so hey.
Good points there,
Debatable.
Jill.
Debatable.
Cheers.
So,
It's not.
Cheers.
so any fun stories you guys got lately from your battles?
I mean, I'm on LOA, so I'm enjoying the hot sun on Kashyyyk, chilling out.
Wait, should we talk about the project or no?
Not yet.
That's the secret. To win the Clone Wars, man. It's a secret.
You're making
Called
battle plans
propaganda.
while you're on LOA? Oh, propaganda.
Yeah, it's propaganda. If you somewhere else.
Oh, yeah.
Battle.
Anyone
We don't
watching
have
this,
enough
you'll
of
probably
that.
see. I mean, they probably haven't even. They just turned it off right now. They're probably not even watching up to this point. So we can probably talk about it.
So,
Yeah.
talk about a funny story. I got actually one for you. So, a little bit over a week ago, I'm hosting an aerial trial. I end up getting in touch with, we run into another 10438. I can't remember who it was specifically, but I do remember that it was definitely 104th related. We were droids, they were clones. We ended up making up to ship phase, and at some point in time, one of the guys on the other team ended up killing me. He decided that he wanted to teabag me. Now, I really took offense to that. He killed me. He knew who it was. He comes over and he just starts teabagging me, right? And I'm looking up at him. I'm like, motherfucker. I literally hop on the Discord, right? I go on over immediately to find his name and numbers, associated. Like, who is this guy? I searched his gamer tag. I looked at the Discord information. I'm gonna find this guy. And then I DM'd him because I found him. I asked him, so, you like to teabag people? I could literally hear his butthole tighten up because he's like, holy shit, Captain Jail is coming at me because I teabagged him. He apologized so quick. He could not have apologized any quicker with how he's like, man, I'm so sorry, we're just playing around, we're having...
Get in the hang of it. And I just see your gamer tag Jay on the other team. I'm like, well, guess I have to try hard now, otherwise I'm gonna die.
There goes the fun.
There goes the idea of having a relaxed game before I start a raid.
Right. I hear that.
Just pucker his butthole.
It definitely puckered. I heard it. I remember he was so uncomfortable.
They do the same
You heard it through your phone, just the clenching.
No, with all due respect, I can't. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, the other day, guy was spamming emotes, and one of the FLs told him to stop. He spammed them again, so I popped in general, and I was like, so spamming emotes is funny, huh? And he was like, no, not at all, not funny at all.
The next thing you see is LOA. It's recent family issues.
Yeah.
Reasons might have had a slight heart attack.
Reason recently got diagnosed with stage 3 heart failure.
No, but see, it feels like CTs always gets. I mean, I can imagine. Like, I even get terrified. Like when I see like JO sometimes in like global comms, especially like before I knew. Like I remember my first time, like when I rejoined the 104th. I remember I was sitting there in cadet comms because it was the roles hadn't opened up yet, so I'm just sitting there relaxing, and then Captain Azar just comes in, and I'm just like, oh shit, I have to. Oh, if I fuck up, I could get kicked from this. Wow, this isn't good.
Again.
I'm just like, no, I didn't get kicked. I left the first time, but it's just like, I just saw, like when you're a CT or like a cadet and you see high staff, even like if you're a corporal or a sergeant and you see high staff, you get terrified because you know, like if you fuck up, they're gonna see it and they're gonna get mad,
I mean, I've got a story like that. So I'm relatively new. I joined back in July. Literally my 4th day on the job. I'm going on a raid. SL, what was it? Quincy was leading the raid, right? And he accused me of bot farming, right? And I got hella scared, right? Because I mean, I thought him and Chipper sound the same, so I thought it was Chipper. They like shit my pants, right? And then literally like the day after, I get called into like a meeting with like Arth, I think like Tanker and stuff, and they were saying like, oh, we've had reports that you were messing around in your like raids and bot farming. You're just calling to chill down. And I was so scared. I thought I was gonna get kicked right out of Titan.
A thing about being terrified when I
How is it
first
that bot farming could get you kicked out? I don't get that. Like,
I don't
what?
think it
on your
would.
4th day, like
Yeah, it was just my 4th day. I had no idea. They were like,
I bet you
so
threw like an
scared.
SL or not SLTL
Tell
or
you,
like
one of the scariest things ever is just be chilling, playing a game, and you look down on your phone, you see a DM from someone higher than you, and you just see, help me to understand something.
Oh god! No, one of the
that fucking message.
one of the scariest things is when you're just trying to relax, like after a long day, like you go and sit down and you're like, okay, I'm done with Discord for the day. And then you just get a DM and you open it up and like the XO, CO, like high staff is like, hey, can you report to staff VC for me real quick? And you're just like, oh. Shit. What did I do this time?
I was playing something.
I actually have a fun fact that legit happened to me when I was a CT, and I was like, "What did I do wrong?" And it was actually an interview to be staff, so I was like,
"Wasn't it me?" Yeah, no, it was me.
Yeah, it was you. You kind of scared me a little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
permanent.
But hey, it turned out well.
I was just chilling, playing
I just terrify my own TO as an accident. I don't even try to, and it's just they become terrified of me. Like I'm just trying to help them out. Hey, can you come to Pegasus Stat VC for me real quick? I want to explain something. Like they're just terrified of me now. I'm like,
yeah.
No, it was when you first asked me to do the interview. That scared me.
Oh, I can imagine. I remember when Anthem interviewed me because he just randomly, I was like, like getting done for the day. I was about to go to bed. And then same thing with Jo. When Jo DM'd me about corporal interview, I'm like, okay, it's about 1 o'clock. I'm probably going to start relaxing. And then you say, can you report to my DMs? I'm like, oh, shit. And then I got
please help me to understand and explain to me why you have fucked up, please.
Yeah, I know. I'm just sitting there like it's 1 a.m. I'm like, oh yeah, it's been a long day. I think I'm about ready because I just like finished a workout of like running for like training for laps and stuff. So I'm like, like I'm tired. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna probably go take a shower real quick, then go to bed. And then you just say, hey, DarkHawk, can you report to my DMs? I'm like, well, there goes that idea of relaxing.
Okay, so I have a Switch story, but it isn't about the 104th. It's about a different server that I'm in. So basically, one of the owners DM'd me saying because something big happened in that server, and I was on and I was talking and all that. One of the owners DM'd me and I got scared shitless. I thought I was actually like going down because it's like it's not very strict, but the owners can fuck you up if you mess up.
Yeah.
And
That's like
I got
everything though.
I'll tell you, there's definitely nothing but a wake up call than, coming off a battlefront, tired, then you look down at your phone, you see a message from jail that just says, "So help me to understand something."
Please, help me to get this. What did you
What makes-
fuck up now?
I can imagine what would make it worse is if you look at the time and it was like sent like 10 minutes ago or something, and you're just like, oh fuck. Oh shit.
Please. Yeah, don't
I
make me
get that
wait.
message.
I fucking will sit there and watch my Discord. Like I sent this 10 minutes ago. Do I need to unflip a table so they understand how serious I am? Or what do I need to do
no,
here?
like
the headset
Mitchell
drop.
just like even like an hour ago he just pings me in staff lounge like, you on? And I'm like, yeah, and then I look at it and I responded like 20 minutes later because I was in the middle of something, and I'm like, oh wait, I hope it wasn't serious.
See, the last message I'd sent jail, I'd taught someone about like suspended in my platoon, and I thought he suspended somebody and did something wrong. And then the next message after the message I said I taught him about it, it's just immediately help me understand something. Oh, I've taught him wrong somewhere.
If you just get a message from any sort of like higher up, it's just definitely intimidating. Because I started a war in a Minecraft chat, and then I went to apologize to Chipper, and I didn't get a response until like an hour later, and I thought he was gonna yell because it was like, all right, let's talk about this, and I was like, oh shit.
Oh yeah, that's another big thing is that gets terrifying. Like I remember that happened during my interview, like when I was like sending jail messages, like I would then he would just sit there and read it. I'm like, oh shit, did I write something wrong? Or like when anyone, like whenever like I talk to like Chipper sometimes too, like when I need to like, because sometimes you'll have me, like, hey, so how is Pegasus doing and stuff, and then I'll respond, and then he just doesn't answer. I'm like, did I give the wrong answer?
What annoys
Am I just gonna randomly wake up gone from Titan or something?
Gonna wake up, just like gonna happen, and you just gonna, what? How did I die?
Nothing like the battalion commander pinging you out of the blue and saying, "Hey, can you VC?"
Oh my god.
No, I am not the only one that has woken up at 7 o'clock in the morning to a message from Warpath saying we need to talk, and I'm like, fuck, I just woke up.
Exactly. You get done doing something, you come to sit down and relax, you just get a ping from the battalion commander, and it's like, hey, we need to talk. Can you VC?
7 o'clock in the morning for me. I haven't even had my coffee or my tea, and he's like, we need to talk, like, right now. And I'm like, oh, fuck, what did I do wrong now?
You're making out with a girl at the club, and you just get like, we need to talk right now. You shove her to the floor, like run to your car, you're like, get the hell away from me. I need to go.
I gotta talk to Warpath. You don't get it.
I'll be back
What a fourth business.
You wouldn't understand.
People, why do you have to go? If I told you that, I have to kill you. All right, just leave me alone. All right, I'll be back.
You wouldn't get it.
Nah, he'll pull you into a VC for a range of things. He could just be talking to you about how you're doing your job and stuff like that, or he could just straight up be chewing you out. There's never any indication. It's just, hey, can you VC?
Oh my god.
That gets terrifying. Like when anyone higher rank does that to you, just doesn't tell you why you're going into the VC. And then the least favorite is when you enter the VC and they ask you, so do you know why you're here?
Oh my god. It's like a principal's office. I swear to God.
It's terrifying. It is terrifying.
And I folded him.
Because you know that they know exactly why you're in, and then you don't know why you're in. So you have to try to, like, if you don't know, you're just like, and then you just like, well, I don't know. I don't really want to say I don't know because then it sounds, So it's just like when they ask you it, like just randomly pull you into a VC. Like I did that with Aldier. Like when I interviewed him, I just pulled him. I'm like, hey, can you join Maincom VC for me for a second? And then when he joins, I'm like, so do you know why you're in here? And he just goes silent. He just goes dead silent. I was about to explain it too, so I said, "So, do you know why you're in here?" I'm and then I was gonna say, "I don't really expect you to. I'm interviewing you for TL." But then the just dead silence. I'm just like, "Oh shit, he is terrified."
No, I was not terrified. Legit, I was surprised. And
Yo, we know you're terrified, man.
and then when when I became TL, I didn't know. It was like
Yeah, he didn't even know
last
until like an hour
week.
later.
Yeah,
Like, I
Last
kinda, like-
week, I was just chilling. I didn't even check Discord yet. And then I'm being spammed to join a raid. It's like, oh, okay. Wait, what?
Yeah, no, like I
Jeez.
sent him like 20 I like send him a couple party invites because he isn't even like it says he's playing Assassin's Creed. So I'm like, okay, he must be just playing the game. So if I send him a party invite, it'll pop up on a screen so then he can join because he's probably in a mission or something, so he doesn't notice. And then he just doesn't respond because apparently he went to go do something with his family and left it on. So I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh man, my new TL died. Damn it.
My new TO just died. Like I just promoted him and he's already going inactive. Okay. This is amazing.
Truthfully, my Xbox was not connected at the time.
Yeah, no, it's all good. And then like he joins like an hour later or something and he's like, so yeah, you need to talk to me? I'm like, hey, by any chance have you checked Discord recently? And he's just like, no. Why? Should I? I'm like, yeah, you probably should.
And that day blew my mind. It was like, whoa.
If you're not expecting it, it catches you off by surprise. Like when Chipper and Tanko were in the VC with me in main comms for my first corporal interview. At first, I'm like, okay, I don't know why I'm being called in a staff chat in the main server. This is terrifying. And then as they started asking me questions, I kind of figured it out. I'm like, oh, okay. But it's still terrifying because like if you do one wrong answer or stuff, your chances go from like 80% to like 60% per.
Yeah. And
Jail.
Huh?
Next time we have a company meeting, you should start it off like, so do you guys know why we're here?
Yes, please do. Please do.
I assure you, yes. Next month's October meeting for the entire company, the first weekend, that's exactly what I'm going to say. So, do you all know why we're here today?
And then just finish it. And then just say the next line is just, some of you probably will. The others, not so much.
And honestly, if we're there, it's true. Some of us would know why.
Call their name, ask them to step forward, and they're just like, you know what you did.
Oh, God. Just randomly pick out like random CTs and staff members.
No,
just, like,
please.
Randomly. You know what you did, right, guys?
I swear I didn't kill him.
What? Hold on.
Huh? Hang on. Let's go back a couple seconds.
I didn't pick his diamonds, I swear.
Well, again, to me, it couldn't be as bad as waking up in suspended chat.
I can imagine. Funny story about suspension.
I've never been suspended.
One of the
log into my Discord and I'm like, oh, I've got no channels. What's going on here?
Oh God!
Suspended chat? What is that? Is that like the detention?
It's
pretty much. That's where bad people go, like myself. I'm a troublemaker.
I remember one time I did this raid. I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna have to go down. And, like my family's coming over in like 30 minutes or something. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go play a quick raid real quick, and then I'm gonna go, right? So I play one of Chipper's raids, and then like just natural instincts, just because I've been going to Bravo for so long, I just accidentally go to Bravo instead of Alpha on the ship phase. And he's like, I told you to go to Alpha, and I'm just like, oh shit. So then I leave to go and eat, and I just look down at my phone randomly in the middle of, like, after dinner or something, and I just don't see any chats in Titan Platoon. I'm like, oh, is the server going down? And then all I just see is suspension. I'm like, wait a second, huh?
No.
And then just everyone's DMing me, what did you do to get suspended? So I would go down and I just have like 10 different DMs from different people. Just like, what did you do to get suspended?
In this case, I think it was because I mouthed off at Arc Captain Goliath in Global Comms.
I remember that one.
Oh, God.
Oh, it was so bad. I don't know why. I was just in a phase, in a mood. I don't know. And I said something, and then I'm the type of idiot that I don't back down. So, like, if I'm already invested in making a bad show, I'm like, I'm just going to double down here. If I'm going out, I'm
Don't
going
go
out.
nothing.
Battle of the Titans.
He won that battle, for the record.
Okay, good.
Why am I not surprised?
Probably because he's an ARC captain and I'm just a captain.
JO's just next month. I'm just gonna randomly go in global comms. I'm just gonna see JO debating the Marshal Commander or something.
Oh, please don't, because that'll probably happen.
Oh, oh no!
Man, no, when he gets into stuff.
Oh yeah, I know.
Should we go to the next question?
Yeah, that's cool.
Is everyone still there?
Yeah.
What's the next question? Someone stopped the flow and was like, well, maybe a minute. So I'm like, all right, what's the question?
Well, I don't have one. I just thought we've been here for a while. And, yeah. I mean, we can keep talking.
Come on, then. What's the next question? No, you've said the next question. We're moving now.
What's the next question?
All right. I don't know.
You can't just say you guys want to go to the next question and then there is no question. Have everyone say yeah.
Okay.
Guys, let's move on to the next.
Okay.
Jump right off.
Guys.
We're going.
Okay.
Oh man.
If you guys want another question, I got one.
Suspended chat, here I come.
I know.
When I see you again.
Ay. Okay.
Alright, Addy, what's the question?
Have any of you guys tried to do something Star Wars related recently? Outside of playing?
No.
What do you mean by that? Like, what do you mean Star Wars related? Like, did I cosplay Leia or something? Is that what you're trying to ask?
I would pay to
Why
see
do I
that.
want to see that so badly? Why do I want to see JO's? Oh, hang on. No, I have to. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I made Slap as Princess Leia because it was just like Princess Slap randomly. So it's just a Titan helmet on Princess Leia's body. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
No, I don't know what do you mean by that question. Like, anything start with like, what did I do? Like lightsaber duel or something? Or what would I do?
It's
No project.
Well, well, for example, I have been working on a project.
Oh God.
Jeez.
I found it.
Oh jeez. No.
I forget like what we like. There was like a joke in one of the raids I was in. No, I think it was during the podcast. One of the podcasters, we made a joke about like Princess Slap. I'm like, I'm gonna make it. Watch me. So then I made it. There's a model and the nuke, which means we're on the path to having. Oh God. Oh yeah, that one. Out of you.
Aldier is working on his cosplay, question mark?
Yeah. So this project, I've actually got the armor online. It was a Master Chief armor that I spray painted silver myself. And now I'm turning it into 104th color scheme. And actually, on the picture on the left is actually the Star Wars writing system, and it actually spells Agent wolf.
Hmm.
Ooh.
And
What's the
In
estimated
fact-
time till it's done?
it is getting very close. As I was about to say, all the white has been painted. The shoulder pads and the helmet have actually been spray painted. Like I got the shoulder pads taped up as well as the helmets, and I actually got them near me right now. They're just drying, and
Nice.
so I can see it definitely being able to be done within this week, possibly, if things go well. This week or next week.
Yeah, this is my current project. It's about 12 ounces, and it's pretty.
Nice.
Nice.
Wait, are
I
you,
guess
in
back
a, are
to
you
the
in a pub
question-
right now?
No, I'm working tonight. To the question though, for myself, no, I really haven't done anything Star Wars related outside of the game community as of the past week. I will be doing a Halloween costume of Maul this year. I've decided that'll be pretty
Ooh.
fun. I've already got the face paint, the headpiece, the
The real
full
question
9
is,
yards.
have you learned how to use a double blade lightsaber yet?
I'm trained in the bow staff, young sir. So yes, I know a few
Nice.
things about how to do it.
Nice.
In fact, it
Nice.
actually I bought a lightsaber that lights up, so that way I could create a video and scream Kenobi. I actually think I'm going to go to IKEA and have someone video me just flipping every table that I possibly can, and then screaming Kenobi, and then just running out of the entire thing.
I want to watch this.
It's all this.
Yes, I will.
Leo, did you say a lighting up lightsaber? 'Cause I have the Dark Series Vader one.
Oh my god.
The Black Series Vader lightsaber.
You need to vacuum your floor, sir. What's going on with that?
I do. Yes, I know.
No, I don't have.
I'm not even gonna tell you guys the state of my room.
Wait,
Yeah,
Jill,
no. I had, like I said, my sisters were over all day, and let me tell you, they like to destroy stuff.
They're younger than you, right?
Yes, by a
Yeah,
lot.
that happens. Yeah.
One of them 7 years
was
younger
the
than me.
boys'
The other one's
job.
like 10 years younger than me. So they both just randomly ran in here, started playing on my Xbox, destroyed my floor basically. So I'm gonna probably spend all day tomorrow since I'm off school cleaning.
Wait, I thought it was the boys' job to make things messy.
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
Okay, Jill.
Uh,
You should get like a paper. Just get like just a plain piece of paper.
Okay.
You're done
Okay, I got one.
in an hour. Yeah. Okay. Once you get done, get some tape. Tape it to the door saying jail was here.
Okay. What is the next step to this process? Because I'm not seeing an end to this. I don't understand.
Oh, and then just like run out of the store.
Oh, I get it. No, I am actually seriously thinking about having someone film me table flip shit in IKEA as Maul on Halloween. I think that would be
Honestly, J.O., that would be amazing, and I would want to watch that.
fucking video.
me
No,
too.
I would want to be there in person. I can just imagine like some random a parent and like their children decide to go over to like IKEA to pick out like a new bed or something. This kid just turns to the aisle and just sees you in a full mall costume just flipping tables.
That would be a great emote for like Havoc. It's just like table
I'm gonna
flip.
take a look. I'm gonna take a look at the news, and I'm just gonna see Arizona man arrested for flipping 700 tables in an IKEA.
Fucking
He's the Arizona man arrested, dressed as Maul, flipping 300
Yes,
tables in the local IKEA. He is very dangerous, and he keeps screaming tables for the table god, so be advised.
So, Jail, if you actually do make that happen, do send it on to the Titan thing, and maybe we can show it on the air. That would be hilarious.
Jail just like they get a mugshot. Get a mug.
Yeah, just a mugshot of Jail, like, sitting there, and, like, knowing him, he would, small, and he's probably gonna scribble, like, a table flip. He's gonna scribble the table flip emote, just, like, randomly around the prison cells, too.
I'm gonna adjust Maul's coloring so there's a table flip on my forehead. That's exactly how I'm gonna do it.
That's amazing.
You know how some inmates get tears? Yeah, you should just get get a table flip.
He's gonna get put in a psych ward. They're gonna ask him, "Are you okay? Is there a reason why you keep flipping tables?"
Sir, are you mentally stable? You flipped 400 tables in the matter of seconds. Are you mentally stable, sir?
I think the answer to that would be no.
Haven't flipped enough tables for the promotions yet.
Actually, that should probably be a prerequisite for promotions and Havoc Company from here on out. I need to look at how many table flips you guys have done in Maine.
I thought you meant we're gonna be required to flip a certain amount of IRL tables for promotions. I was gonna be like, oh, we're gonna get all over the news, like hundreds of random people from around the world started randomly flipping tables at the same time.
Yeah, that would be hilarious if we actually made a little chain reaction.
We just all go to like the local
one
IKEA
table here,
Walmarts or something, and we just all just flip 100 couple tables.
Cap.
He's
come
watched
on.
in several countries. He goes by the name of Captain Jail, also known as Havoc Flip Table. Authorities have been contacted.
No, during his interview for like prison, he's just so they're gonna be like, so what's your name? Not interview for prison, like on when he gets arrested at the news is gonna be like, so why did you flip 400 tables? And he's just gonna be like,
man, I really wanted that promotion. It's so close.
Been trying to get major for a while, just needed to flip a few hundred more tables until I got it.
I want to thank my mom and my dad. I wouldn't be able to do this without them.
I want to thank the hundreds of random Havoc members who just around the globe has flipped a total of 7,000 tables.
Thank you for that one kid that I absolutely humbled with a table yesterday. Shout out to him. Follow his Instagram at Jimmy Bill Bob.
God.
Dude, no. Jail should just like open up a PO box, and just have people send tables to him.
Wait, no, like that David Dobrik, those tables. You can just flip.
We're just gonna send him tiny statue replica tables and stuff, just so he can have hundreds of them to flip whenever he wants.
Everyone signs their table, sends it to him. He's like, "Oh, this one's from DarkHawk. Thank you." Out the window.
I've always joked that if ever they did like a full 104th meetup, because they talked about that, like, oh, hey, we'll do a meetup, we'll rent a place, blah, blah, blah. It's been talked about. I don't know if it would ever happen, but if it did, I know that I'd show up, and the first thing I do, I just start flipping fucking tables everywhere, and then everyone would know, oh, that's Jail. They would just know.
Yeah, no.
So, Jail, would you try to flip this table I just took a picture of?
Let me see.
Or would you flip my desk?
Yeah, actually, with full brevity.
He just goes to people's houses.
Went to my local furniture store. There was a 500-pound pine table. We're gonna need a few of us. We're gonna need a few of us to flip that one.
No. And Havoc's annual table flipping contest.
Hosted by
like we're just gonna wrench out like a massive
table flipper Jail.
Yeah, who can flip the most tables?
Wait, did Dakota get put in a gulag?
Yeah, he did.
Wait, for what? What did he do? I thought didn't he like
clue.
This is the podcast service, so Mitchell can just randomly put anyone anywhere.
Yeah, Mitchell's abusing Dakota.
Right, Chipper's oh man, he's not gonna win.
All right, like
Yeah, well, in a sec, you guys will see the funny part. That tiny table is on a wooden table that me and my brother made.
That
And
wooden
yes,
table was a
those are
bloody
other parts of my
sacrifice.
armor.
No, just
It's
like how
like-
like back in the old days, how everyone used to sacrifice like pigs and stuff to like their gods. Just Havoc is just gonna sacrifice tables to jail.
Yeah, by the table god.
Table away keeps jail away.
Sir,
Oh,
please
annual sacrifice for like protection and like to make sure all good harvests. We're just gonna sacrifice the table every year.
this table was not worthy. You shall suffer.
If not, the
This
door to your
table
house
is
just bust
too easy
open.
to flip.
Jail. You just like
So
room, and like the cleaning ladies, cleaning
Mhm.
people come in.
I need
There's
cleaning.
just tables flipped all over the place.
Lemon pledge.
No, Jared's just gonna come to
Yeah.
all of our random houses one of these days and just be like, I require a table sacrifice. Where is your table?
I'll just no, not even that. I'll literally just walk into your house as you're eating dinner with your parents. I'll flip the fucking table and just walk out. Your parents would be like, "What the fuck was that?"
Honestly, I wouldn't be mad at all. I wouldn't be mad at all. My family would be like, what the actual fuck? And I'm just gonna be sitting there laughing my ass off.
You're like, yep, that's my best friend. Jail.
two things. One, I would be embarrassed if that were to
Yeah, Jared's
happen.
just gonna just randomly walk into my house and he's gonna flip a table and walk off and I'm gonna be like, oh, that's Jared. Wait, quickly, I need to salute real quick. And parents are gonna be like, why did that random dude just come into our house and flip our table? And why are you saluting to him?
You're like print that like salute thing. He's just like, here, take this, please. Will you sign it?
Will you sign it?
No, Jail. If you were to walk into my house, like just in general, just to walk into my house and flip my table, you would probably get shot by my dad.
Nice.
Yeah.
He would.
Fool, you think bullets can stop jail from flipping tables?
Yeah, do you think bullets can stop Jail's determination to flip every table in the
He like
world?
walks in with like the iron table. It's like, oh no, he's too powerful.
Quickly, fire the nukes! Sir, he's not stopping!
Nuke inbound.
No, it's just they try to stop you with nukes. Sir, he's not stopping, he's continued to walking towards us. How the fuck did he survive a nuke?
I don't even fucking know.
He's
Damn, I'm pretty good.
Godzilla!
Jail. Aren't you like an army veteran?
Yes.
Oh, thank you for your service.
Well, a little fun fact is that the box on that table does in fact hold my helmet that I have drying right now.
JR, do you want to
Because
see my
it was
dad's old war
outside, it was
uniform?
starting to get
Not
windy.
war uniform. Do you want to see his Marine Corps one of his uniforms? I have it in a. Right, let's see if I can actually take a picture of it without showing my face since it's glass.
You should put a paper
bet
bag
all-
over your face and take
Off
the
like
picture.
No, I'm just gonna put on a plastic bag or something over. Not plastic. Just
Oh, no, you die. Oh,
Ooh,
oh, nice walk.
Ooh,
Ooh.
that makes me think of NCIS.
why?
yeah. Wait, why?
Because of all the Marines and such.
Oh my god.
Mm.
Look what Dakota posted.
No,
No,
Jail.
my favorite thing is just during my dad's wedding, he just comes in there wearing that uniform, smoking a cigar, holding a bottle of wine, and drinking champagne.
Have you guys seen
Damn.
the two vodka video?
You might be cool, but you won't be jail flipping a table and DarkHawk's dad smoking a cigar while drinking 6 types of alcohol.
6 packs. This is fucking
Yeah.
Give me a 24.
Like crushes the entire bottle of whiskey. Like, it's,
Dude,
like,
have you joined me on Friday Night Lights Out? Do you understand how much liquor
I have.
ingest?
You passed out if I'm
The
not
last time I
mistaken.
ran
You
it, I
passed out?
passed out at like 5 o'clock in the afternoon because I tried to run it twice. One at like midday. I was drinking at noon my time
Why were you
to be able to
drinking
host
at
for the UK boys.
Yeah, no, JL, when you first did the
I joined him
the
for the
first
UK one.
Eastern one, yeah, I joined him for the Eastern time, and it was like only like 3 of us. So then we play, and then he gets mad because he's already had drinking all day, and then we keep losing, so he just leaves, and then we're all sitting there like, our captain's gone. Quickly, let's get more people in so he'll come back. So then we get like 16 people in or something. We get like 15 because we saved a spot for you, and then we just find out you passed out, and we're just like,
I sent him a message that we restarted it for him, and he sent me a message in the
Yeah,
morning
no.
that said I apparently passed out long before you guys refilled the session up.
Yep. Dude, I had a massive handle
Mitchell,
of vodka.
wasn't I there?
killed 3/4 of that thing by myself in the matter of like 3 hours, dude.
oh god,
dude,
I was hating my
Nice.
life the next day.
I can imagine.
I'll tell you what, after those races
I
yesterday, this
think
morning
I
going
was
to work
there
was
for
not
that.
fun.
Maybe not.
I know I was there. So I remember JL leaving, and then we all were like, "Our captain's gone." And then Sturge, you joined, and then we're like, "Oh, hey, yay, Sturge is here." And then you were just confused on why we're all here and JL wasn't.
I wish in the deep end of things, I wish I would have stayed, but I think I left that party and went to my bed and fell asleep. Like, I think this is what happened.
Yeah, no, it doesn't surprise me because you were pissed about losing so badly because, like, we got to the ship phase and then they started hero spamming and reinforcement spamming us. So then they killed all of us and, like, wouldn't let us get past because they sat in front of all the doors with the commandos and, like, heroes and, like, Grievous and Dooku and stuff. So they would just kill us and make us spawn and quickly just destroy us before we could even get in. And then you just got so pissed off, you just randomly left. Like, you didn't even say you were leaving. You just left the party in the game. So we all thought first it was like, oh, did he lag out or something?
Wait, so
He
he
stopped
passed
before
out?
he threw the empty bottle at
no,
the TV.
His
no,
unconscious body
nope,
shut off
didn't
the
do that.
Xbox and backed out of the game.
Nope. The worst one I ever had was when I hosted one of these months ago for Apollo. I remember this too. I was drinking whiskey that night. I ended up doing like 3 games. And here's what I remember. I shit you not. I ended up doing these 3 games. The last of the games ends up being really fuzzy. Like, I don't remember everything that happened. And then the next day, I fucking wake up at like 8:30 in the morning. I do this. Oh my God, I'm alive. Apparently, here's what happened. 2 of my roommates ended up coming home. They found me just passed out on the floor in the living room. Like, not even comfortably passed out. Just like, basically, head down on the floor, ass in the air, just passed the fuck out. My other roommate later in the evening tells me that he found me on the bathroom floor hugging the porcelain gods, hanging out next to it. Apparently, I threw up in the sink, but I cleaned it. I don't fucking remember having done that. And then apparently they're like, "You okay?" I'm like, "Okay." I was passed out on the floor of the bathroom, somehow made my way to my bed and fell asleep. I kid you not, if I wasn't a veteran and didn't know how to drink myself retarded, I would have had alcohol poisoning and probably would have died.
Oh my God.
That's how bad it was.
Oh, jeez.
Because everyone kept choosing me. It was like, all right, guys, here's the rules to the game. And like, all right, Joe, take a shot. Joe, take a shot. Joe, take a shot. Joe,
Same
shot.
thing to me.
Shot, Joe, shot. And it was like, I actually took shots. I didn't take sips. I took actual shots of whiskey that whole night. I killed that handle of Jack Daniels. I remember the next day on that one. That
Oh,
was
God.
miserable.
They did the same
I
thing
can
to me during that
imagine.
EST session.
Uh-huh.
There were
I
like
can
4 other
imagine.
people there, and they picked me every single time.
Yep, that's what they do. So that's why whenever I set myself up for these things, I know
high stuff.
you've got to be ready to drink, dude.
They pick high command most of the time, so like lower staff members and like CTs and stuff, they don't really have to worry because they're like, no one really knows who I am anyway, so it's not like they're gonna pick me. Like, for example, like even like in raids and stuff, like 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 main server raids and stuff, you would normally go towards the high staff because you know for a fact who they are. Like, you know, like everyone in Havoc instantly knows who Jo is. You know, he's the captain. You know, most people now know who I am, but like first couple of weeks in, like no one knew who I was. So like if we did a drinking game then, half the people probably don't even know I was in the party.
Yeah. That's what's good about, well, not good, but like that when I joined, I really liked how it was very welcoming, like 104th, right? It wasn't like, oh yeah, go fuck yourself, no, get better at the game. It was like, oh, what's up?
No, what the 104th does is it makes you feel welcome, and then after you get used to everything is when it starts hitting you. It's like, oh, you're all settled in?
Take a shot,
Great!
Flip the table, take a shot.
Guys, I think this is a good idea, but or not a good idea, but should we host a Modern Warfare tournament?
Maybe. Some people might.
All I'm having is just Rust Modern Warfare 2.
I can't play Rust.
I have no opinion because I haven't played those games before, and that's really it.
If we do, I'll go and choose you on my team so I can.
I have a question for all of you. What was the first video game you ever played?
Ooh,
I got that one right off.
Mario Brothers.
Lego Star Wars Clone Wars. That was my first.
Alright, since my dad was a war vet, and since he loved playing the PS2, the first video game I ever played was the original God of War. So I never touched a controller before, and I just see him playing, and I'm like, hey, can I play? So he leaves his save, starts a new save, puts me on like hard mode or something, hands me the controller, and just walks off. So I'm just sitting there like, what does this button do? Oh, I jumped. Oh, why are there like 40 people attacking me?
And that's where we all like look up in the chat. And it's like, that's like boomerangs, I hope.
And then the next game I played, and then a couple days later, I tried the original Battlefront 2, and that was one of my favorite games,
I love
especially
that game.
as a kid. I used to play it all the time with my cousins, and I have so many memories. Like, I remember playing Hunt, that one game mode, and we're just sitting there, like, on the Endor, and there's just, like, 400 Ewoks charging into the research station. We have, like, 4 shots left with our shotguns, and we're just like, oh, fuck. Well, guess this is how we're gonna die.
Yeah.
Never before have I been so terrified of Ewoks. They still give me fear when I see them, just having memories of having 400 of them just charging in.
Alrighty. My first video game that I played was actually on the Genesis, and it was like one of the Sonic the Hedgehog games. I remember it explicitly because it was when I was so young. It was like one of my first memories that I remember.
Yeah, no, I think I was like 3 or something when I first played the God of War, just because I always saw him playing, and, you know, he used to always do the famous hand me an unconnected controller, you know. So that was the first time he actually let me play, and I was impressed, like, because I started realizing he was doing that, so when I called him out, I'm like, this controller isn't on, and he's like, oh, wow, you're smart. So then he actually hands me the actual live one and just walks off, like, oh, well, you wanted to play, you get to figure out how to beat the game by yourself.
Ready? Go.
I played some Tasmanian Devil game on the NES. I remember that.
Yeah, no, I just remember the God of War so well, just because I remember how I had no idea what I was doing, and I was so confused on why. Like, I was so confused on why this game was so hard, because he made it look so easy when he played it. So then when I get in, and, like, a few hundred enemies are just, like, killing me, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Why do I keep dying after the first second? So, yeah, no, And then I
Dude, that-
realized this is probably how I am to my sisters, like, because I did the same thing with one of them a couple of months ago. Like, I was playing the original Dark Souls again, and then she walks in saying, "Can I play?" So I just do the exact same thing. Start a new save, hand her the controller, and walk away.
Like father, like son.
Yeah, exactly.
Boomerang.
Yeah, boomerang.
So true.
I finally realized that day why it was so amusing when he did it.
Did you guys play like the Disney Infinity or like Skylanders when you were like really young?
Oh, yeah, I remember Skylanders.
Dude, my cousin
What the
had that.
hell? Third? Oh my god.
I
Holy, oh my god.
I spent way too much money
One
on
of those
Skylanders.
nights.
That game series, like at the time, I thought it was so genius of how, oh, you get to use these toys that you buy into the game. And now looking back on it, I'm like, that is one of the biggest video game scams ever. Jeez. Like, because those things weren't cheap either. Like,
Here, I'll put it here instead.
those hero things, like, yeah, those hero things, they were a couple, it was like $5 each for one of them. And they only let you play as one character. And the way they made them was they made you buy them. Like, for example, Trap Force, I remember that one a lot because I was one of the ones I played a lot. But, like, for example, that one, like, it's like, oh, you want to get past this mission? Okay, you're going to need a Earth hero. Yeah, no, we know we only give you a water hero that can break those walls, but you're going to need an Earth hero to continue the game. But it was...
I remember,
Oh, sorry.
Those
I
things were
vaguely
so...
remember Skylanders.
Yeah.
I never played it, but I saw it.
Yeah, I'd always go to like a friend's house because I had like the Xbox 360 and they'll
I'm
come
pretty
with
sure that they're
you.
still on sale. I'm pretty sure that they're still making games for
Yeah,
Skylanders.
I think so.
I had the
Oh,
Wii
Plants
back in the
vs.
day.
Zombies. Like,
I got the Wii when it came out, and I just got an Xbox, like, I think it was like 4 years ago, because I was going to continue playing on the Wii, but then it just broke down, and I was devastated. Like, I had that Wii for like 10 years, I think, or something like that.
yeah.
That
Wow.
thing run amazing, and then it just died on me, and I was devastated. So then I got an Xbox, because, I started off a PlayStation 2, and then I got a Wii, so I'm like, okay, I'll try an Xbox now, and then I enjoy it a lot, A lot of my friends had Xboxes back in the days too, so I played on Xbox a lot. And actually, Xbox has a lot more games, well, at least more fun games now compared to the Wii because, yes, Lego Star Wars is fun, but it's not the only game I want to play.
Man, if you Smash, let's just smash
Oh, yeah,
it up.
Smash
That's the only
Brother.
thing that
Whoa,
saves that
Smash
console.
Brother was amazing. Oh my! I spent
Brother.
hours into that game.
agree wholeheartedly.
I had
So have
hours
I.
into that game. Like, I was honestly considering getting a Nintendo Switch just for Smash Ultimate. I'm like, should I get a whole console just for one game? Probably not.
I did, but I've also gotten a few games. Smash Bros. Ultimate was fun, loved it. Much better when you are playing with others, and it can be nuts. When
Yeah, I
there's
was
so
gonna
many
get
people
Smash
playing.
Ultimate, and then my
It was
cousin got...
so awesome.
I was gonna get Smash Ultimate, and then my cousin got a Nintendo Switch. I'm like, problem solved. I'll just sneak over to his house whenever I want to play. Simple.
Ransack his Nintendo. Flip the
I
table
never
and run
really-
away.
I never really played Smash. I grew up on Mortal Kombat.
Oh, dude. Remember Mortal Kombat versus DC?
I do remember
Oh,
Mortal Kombat
dude,
versus
that was
DC.
a classic. I loved that game. It was so good.
Oh yeah. I remember Mortal Kombat 9. My friend and I used to do the co-op tower all the time.
The co-op tower was like one of the saving graces of that specific game. I remember that.
Oh yeah.
What are you guys' favorite games to play right now?
You'd always
Besides
get
Shao
Shao
Kahn, of
Kahn
course.
to beat Shao Kahn.
Women's Hearts.
Nice.
Decent game.
I would say COD, Modern Warfare. I don't know, just it's holding up all right. I'm waiting for Cold War.
Yeah, I already have.
I pre-ordered Cold War.
I'm done with COD. I tried it again under the newest Modern Warfare, and even with their Battle Royale version of Warzone, I really did try. it's the same toxic environment.
Yeah,
It's
no.
always
The
been.
problem
It's
with
the
COD,
same game, refurbished every which way it's been over the past years. It's the same concept. Certain guns are more overpowered. Certain routes are better. You learn the spawns. You trap people. It's still the same game that I hated.
I
From
mean,
30
they
years
even
ago.
got rid of zombies too, which was one of my
I know
favorite
that.
games to play.
They
Like
could've-
I loved playing Call of Duty for a few things. Like in the beginning, I liked a lot of the campaigns, like in the early
I
like
liked
Black
noob
Ops
tubes
2.
is what I liked.
Yeah, I liked like Black Ops 2's campaign, the original Modern Warfare 2's campaign. Like I enjoyed those a lot, and I also enjoyed like zombies too. So like those were two of my favorite things to play in COD because the multiplayer is you either get it on day one and start grinding until you're max level, so you will win gunfights, or you get it a few weeks later and then everyone's already max level and you're sitting
and it's
there
not fun.
it takes you, like, for example, if you get it on day one, it maybe takes you an hour to get from level 1 to 2. But if you get it a week after, it takes, like, 4 hours to get from level 1 to 2 because everyone has good weapons now and are killing you with said good weapons while you're still trying to figure out a good weapon.
Yeah. It's definitely,
And then it doesn't make it fair when it doesn't make it fun when everyone uses SMGs or like sniper rifles because that's all COD ever is. It's just sniper rifles and SMGs. If you're good at quick scoping, you'll use a sniper rifle. If you're not, you use an SMG. No matter what, you're probably not going to lose a battle. So then people, for example, like when you're going for gold or obsidian or something like that, you just sit there and you're like,
AK-74U, that's all I gotta say.
yeah, you sit there and you're just like, okay, I'm now on LMGs. This is going to take forever because LMGs suck.
That's the worst part, too, because I love heavy guns. Like, I've always loved explosives and heavy guns in any type of game I've ever played. So knowing that COD's LMGs are just shit. And again, this is what always gets me, man. Like, all right, just think about it from a realistic standpoint. I know COD's not realistic, but just go with me on this thought process. If I am literally 3 feet away from you with a light machine gun that had a 7.62 caliber fucking bullet on it, it doesn't matter how few shots I hit you with, you're gonna fucking die if I spray and pray right in front of you. But for some reason in Call of Duty, some dude walks up and quick scopes me and it's like, oh, I'm dead.
So
no, exactly. Like, I'm gonna say this right now. I'm gonna say this with 100% confidence. In war, like let's say for example, like real life, you're not gonna start running into the front lines with your sniper rifle. You're gonna sit in the back and be a scout.
R98. Oh my god.
You're a sniper. Your job is to provide support.
That's what I mean. Did they trade off zombies for co-op in Modern Warfare? I think they did.
They traded zombies for Battle Royale.
No, they didn't really trade it off. They just didn't. I mean, remember, there's 2 different studios that were making Call of Duty for a couple of years. So the studio that made the zombies didn't make the most recent Call of Duties. They didn't include zombies.
Yeah, it was like Activision. I didn't.
Yeah, Modern Warfare never included zombies. But I grew up on Call of Duty and Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 1.
No, that's why I'm done with COD. I'm hoping that there's another Battlefront or a Star Wars game that gets released, but we'll see.
My favorite. That's why I loved Battlefront. Like, that's why I was so excited for Battlefront when it first came out. Like, because, like, when they announced that there's going to be different classes that do different jobs, I'm like, yay, it's not going to be like Call of Duty. My first thought was when they announced the Battlefront, I'm like, okay, I'm hoping it isn't going to be like another generic COD kind of game where you pick one main weapon and everyone just runs around with said weapon killing everyone instantly. But I'm happy, like, you get weapons and, like, every weapon, some are better than others, but you can actually still use every weapon if you want. For example, during raids, we have to use Clone Wars weapons. We can still do good with Clone Wars weapons.
Mm-hmm.
No, we do good.
We do good. Like, for example, heavies. The DC-15 LE isn't the best weapon in the game for heavies. But it doesn't matter.
It's my favorite.
But, but it's good. Don't get me wrong. It's a great weapon, but based on, like, weapons and averages, it's not the best weapon. That doesn't mean you can't do good with it, though. Look at the 104th. We do amazing with every weapon. Like, even the specialists. Take that, for example. Before I joined the 104th, I never thought I would use the Valken, right? If I'm going, like, for example, I've been using the Valken a lot more, training for off. I never thought I was going to be using it because, quite frankly, once you play the game, you just move on to the next sniper. If you're like, okay, this gun sucks. I'm going to actually move on to either if you want a close range gun, you'd move to the A280. If you want a long range, you would do the I08 and then the NT-242. But, you never really use the Vulcan. You leave it in the dust because it's more like a DMR than a sniper rifle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But even then, we still make it work because you can play them in that way. So Battlefront, that's why I love it, is because it had a horrible start. Like, I pre-ordered the deluxe edition of the game. I hated the beginning. Like, I stopped playing it for a few months just because I didn't want to grind for 80 hours just to play as Vader.
That's
And
what
I
was
like-
yeah.
I like how Battlefront took from the Battlefield kind of different classes and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, I like that a lot.
I always liked playing
I've-
Battlefield when I was a kid.
Agreed. No, Battlefield was the one game that I would play for years. Like, I could never get behind Call of Duty, but Battlefield to me seemed more fair. The bullet drop concept, the idea that there was actually a bullet in air, there had a drop to it. I mean, I can still remember battles where, you could kill people and it was kind of fair. Call of Duty, server
you have to use the basics of math and you have to do basic understandings to play Battlefield. You can't just, for example, Call of Duty, half the time bullet drop doesn't even exist, and if it does, you can just put attachments that make it doesn't exist. So you just aim in the center and fire. Now, Battlefield, if you're going to shoot someone 400 meters away, you can't aim right at them. You have to aim them clicks above or something.
Always hated that about the snipers in Call of Duty. Absolutely no bullet drop. Across the entire match, what would be 200 meters, 150 meters, whatever. It was always just perfect, straight shot.
I know,
never missed.
And I know from watching my dad play COD, he sucked at using sniper rifles because, he was trained marksman in Marine Corps. Does bullet drop second nature half the time. So when he sees that something's few hundred meters away, he knows to shoot up. So when he does it in Call of Duty, then the bullet just flies into the sky and he gets so confused. But bullet.
Sorry.
Yeah, I still play Battlefield 3 and 4.
Oh, I like Battlefield 5. I mean, it's the first one I bought, but it was super fun with friends.
That will always be one of my greatest regrets. I bought Battlefield Hardlines when it came out because I'd been a Battlefield aficionado for so long, and Battlefield 4 was out at the same time, and I was like, oh yeah, Battlefield 4 is old. People won't be playing. People still play it, and Hardlines is dead.
I still play 4. I never played Hardlines. I didn't like it. I deleted 5. I hated it.
I'm kind of curious what's the next installment that they're going to be bringing out, but I tell you, if they go back to oh, we're going to World War II again, I'm like, I'm fucking out. I'm not doing it. I'm tired of these old school battles and them creating things that didn't exist. If anything, I'd rather them create not necessarily a modern warfare theme, as in current day warfighter, but something maybe a little modified with some tech and some cool guns and shit. I'd probably get behind that more than them going back to World War II and creating the Hill Eagle.
I enjoy I love it when games make their own weapons and stuff. That's why I love Halo games too, is because it's fun.
I have so much fun with Halo, dude.
The weapons are fun too, and they flow well. And it's yes, it has some realistic, and it shows. Even if it takes place in the far future, you can still add some stuff that people like. For example, the sniper rifle. The humans in that game still use bullet weapons, but they also have futuristic. They have the plasma rifle, they have the plasma pistol, and I also love the multiplayer Halo because of how it's fair. Call of Duty is memorize the map, memorize the best weapons, memorize the best loadout. Halo is memorize the map, memorize where the weapons spawn, and they always spawn random, so you have to memorize each of the individual spawn points.
Yep.
And then check. So it's not just memorize, it's also luck, because I could go to this spawn point, and it could be an active camo, while you go to another one, and you could get the sniper rifle, or the Spartan laser, or something like that. and it makes it so it's easy to jump into. Like when I first got my Xbox, I never touched Halo because it wasn't on PlayStation and it wasn't on Wii. But I fell in love with it because of how fun it was and how easy it was to get into it. I played my first match, and I could easily understand, fire your weapon, get bullet drops, and help your team. That's a big thing about Halo is Call of Duty, for example, when you play Team Deathmatch, it's not Team Deathmatch, it's you are going against your team to see who can get the most kills. Like, no one in Team Deathmatch actually helps each other. You sit there and you let your teammates die so they can get one of their enemies down to like 20 HP, so then you can just come and get the kill to level up and get the points. In Halo,
I still love the Warthog, man, driving that thing around.
Oh my god, the Warthog is amazing.
Agreed. I love the Warthog.
I'm definitely a fanboy for Halo over Modern Warfare any day.
Oh yeah, definitely. What's your favorite Halo game?
Yeah, that's kind of.
This is where people don't get behind me with it, and I know it wasn't the favorite of all of them. I liked Halo 4. I did. The story, not so much, but the actual game.
The gameplay is decent. It's it's a decent game. I just don't like the campaign. Like I've never been able to.
I'll agree. The campaign was shit. What they did with it and how they took it, it really wasn't a good story.
My favorite campaign,
the multiplayer and then the co-op, I thought it was really good.
I also didn't like how you could have weapon selects. That was another one of my biggest pet peeves with Halo 4 was just. I like the idea of everyone starting with and Halo, the sword rifle and the Magnum. I don't like the idea that you can start with a battle rifle and a plasma pistol because that's very good, especially in those games. Destroy their shield with the plasma pistol, then quickly do a 3-round burst headshot into their face. So I've never enjoyed that part, but I enjoyed the sprinting. It made the game move faster. Like the early games, it made it a lot harder to get to point A to B, especially since Halo, especially CE, their maps were huge.
Right.
Like the online maps were massive, and then you couldn't sprint. So like it took you forever just to get to the command post. Like I know they left vehicles and stuff, but if the vehicles are in a different spot, you then have to run to one of the vehicles, get in it, and then drive to the enemy base.
Yeah. Well, remember, Halo 4 was the first one of the series to introduce the jetpack and some of the extra skills. So one of the things I did like was, go figure, your aerial cadre here is like, I love using a jetpack. So that was the first time they introduced it. It also had the mech in that one, which I had a hell of a lot of fun with.
The mech was fun.
So it's everyone likes Reach, and I'll agree with that 100%. Reach was definitely better in so many ways, but I really did like Halo 4. I did enjoy that.
Speaking of air, I gotta train with you there, Jail, so I can become one of the Green Visor gang.
Ew.
Yeah, I want to become an off trooper, and then I'm gonna start training for aerial. It's just I haven't had time because school just restarted back up, so then I had to make sure, doing all the work, and then half the time whenever an off trial was announced, I'm like, oh, I'm in the middle of something. This is fun.
That's always fun. Well, is there anything you guys want to say for final thing? Because we've been chatting for like an hour. Over.
I think I got something. Maya, hey, Maya, ha, Maya, ha, Maya, ha, ha.
We have not been chatting for an hour, have we actually?
Yeah, we've really been shooting the breeze.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
This is going to be the best podcast. I'm calling it.
Yeah, no, this one's by far going to be one of the best.
Like 75% of it was Jail talking about how he's going to flip 700 tables and like break the Guinness World Record.
Let's go to IKEA. Tables for the table god.
Jail. Annual Havoc convention just going to be in an IKEA store. The other companies are going to set up at sports stadiums and stuff. Let's meet at the local IKEA.
Go to your IKEA, like, you build the
You can
table.
see it on the news now.
Tables around.
500,
Go,
500 men in clone armor storm IKEA and flip all the tables.
Yes, we need to make like custom clone armor of all of our like skins in the 104, and we just all just run in there. So JL just has an actual working jetpack on him.
No, it would be like
And
so badass, dude.
He's just actually just flying around.
Jumping around and using the jetpack, flipping tables.
And honestly,
honestly,
I would probably show up in my Spartan Agent Wolf armor just for kicks.
I would show up in a Clone Wars armor. Not even joking. I would sit there and make a custom set of Clone Wars armor just to show up in it.
That would be so
It's
cool.
just a group of us
So
fighting
worth
off
it.
the IKEA workers.
One of us just screams, "The Seppies are trying to stop us from flipping the tables," and then you just
Pit stop, go. Next table, go.
You gotta do it one swift motion so they can't call the police fast enough.
in and
All
out.
of us just storm through the front door, smash through the
200 of us
windows,
just
flip all the
storm in the
tables, smash
front.
through the back windows.
Just smashed, flipped over.
JO falls in from the roof.
Tables are like, no, how will we get past this?
Jail doesn't.
So JO just needs to come crashing in from the roof like a glass
Chucking
roof or
chucking
something.
little like little tables at the cops. He's like, take that, bam, 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 just glass. Limited edition IKEA table, bam.
Give me table flips or give me death.
God, it would be so worth it.
Oh
That
no,
would be
the
amazing.
copy strike.
No, trust me. Like Jail's mic sounds like he's an officer on duty.
So true. Alrighty. Anyone else wants to have final remarks?
Sled fast, smoke grass, eat ass.
Wait,
Yeah, I would
have
advise against that.
Like, I don't think that's the way that goes. Is that a millennial thing?
Oh, sorry.
I wouldn't know. I'm not one of them.
Jail.
Okay.
Jail.
Okay.
It'll be
So,
like,
guys, we are legit about out of time now.
Aw.
No, we could just go all night. I mean, just gives more Mitchell some more editing time. He has enough time on his hand. We're just gonna have a 10-hour-long podcast video.
There you go, Mitch. Enjoy.
part 1, part 2, part
Yeah, I probably can't. I wouldn't be able to last that long.
Yeah, I mean, I could stay up for like, I don't know, 20 hours, but like trying to talk to people afterwards is fucking terrible.
Don't you just hate when you have a party and then all your friends leave? Or like sometimes like that one friend will just like stay, just be there, and like someone come and pick you up. You're like, yeah, I should be here in like 20 minutes, like 40. Not like 2 hours later, you're like, I'm gonna go to bed now. He's like, okay, playing on your PC in your room. Like, good night.
My biggest thing that I was so mad about was when I went first on my LOA I was like a month ago now. Like, I went to Southern California. Like, I was sitting there in Oceanside, and then I leave, and then a day later, J.O. was just like, oh yeah, I'm in Oceanside. I'm like, shit, I could have met him if I stayed a day longer.
I could have met you.
I'm all for it, man. I mean, like I tell everyone, and I mean this sincerely, it's like this is all about memories and creating good relationships for me. So if you live by me, I'll meet you, man. Like I already have plans to meet up with Glock in December, and then I'm planning to meet up with Moose, Sinker, Dark, and a few others when I travel to London in the spring. I'm gonna go visit my sister who lives over there.
Nice.
Fun.
Dude, you don't get connected with all these guys over in the UK to not go share a pint with them. So I'm doing it.
Oh yeah, of course.
Take the nitro boost and put it towards
Joe, are you gonna have a drinking contest with them?
Am I gonna have a what contest?
Drinking contest.
There quiz show contest.
Jeez.
You're just gonna drink. You're just gonna drink the whole pub that night.
Sir, how much will that be? I'll just take your entire stock. Give me the store. Where's the deed? I need it now.
Apparently I have a gift of making these crazy conversations going on. Like, I kid you not. When
Question. Did your roommates at the time? I don't know if you still live with them, but did they know that you were a captain in a Milsim?
Yeah, actually, true story to this. This is 100% true story. So a little bit more than 13 months ago, give or take, maybe, a little bit more than that, 14 months ago, I was living in Yuma, Arizona. I was coming to the end of my time in a residency program at the hospital, and I knew I was moving to Phoenix. Unfortunately, I had nowhere to go. Like, I had no plan. I hadn't figured it out yet. Like, no places looked good. And quite honestly, I didn't have the money. Like, I really didn't. I limped out of Yuma with barely enough money to get me to Phoenix. However, at the time, I was involved in the 104th. And at the time specifically, I was in Ghost Platoon, or what was Ghost Company at the time. And I ended up getting in contact with a guy by the name of Jace. He's still part of the 104th indirectly, but he's not actually active in it these days. He still has his name and numbers, but he doesn't really play with us anymore. We talked about it. I told him flat, I'm like, dude, I don't know what to do. I'm really upset. I'm worried. I'm fearful. He's like, why don't you just come live with us? I was like, what? Like, not that I was against it per se, but I knew nothing. Like, I didn't know this guy at all. Like, I shit you not.
Kind of sus, not gonna lie.
Well, yeah, again, it was, and I own that, but I was like, all right, cool, well, let's meet up. So we ended up meeting up in August of 2019, like the first week. I met up with him and his roommate and his girlfriend, and we all just kind of hung out and vibed. And the truth is, it was decent enough where I was like, yeah, this can work. So I kid you not, I met someone out of the 104th that gave me a place to live for a few months before I signed a lease alongside of them, and these days we live in a 3-bedroom apartment.
Oh, damn. And why'd you get kicked out of the first one? Because I slept with his girlfriend.
No, she is fat and unhealthy and not.
Okay.
Oh,
I like my
jeez.
women petite, tiny, small. I don't like big cars.
Okay. Well, we should probably about wrap it up.
Wrapping it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, word from our sponsors.
Thank you guys for letting me be the host.
This episode was sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends because they haven't done enough yet. If you want to join Raid Shadow Legends today, use the promo code The Game Sucks. Use the code in all caps, The Game Sucks, and you will be able to get 1 free epic champion and 500 silver that won't last 5 seconds in that game. So order now.
Through our promo.
Thank you, Raid, for sponsoring this video.
No, as far as I know, that's not true. Come on, DarkHawk, really? Okay, peace.
No, I've heard that one. I've heard that script so many times in YouTube videos, I could probably say the whole script off my head now.
Make sure to like and subscribe.
Jeez.
Sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh,
Raid Shadow is a free RPG
multiplayer game.
Strategy game that I forgot the script already.
Jesus Christ, you fucked it up. Start all over now.
Restart from the top. We're restarting the whole podcast from the start.
The whole thing. You messed up the end.
We have to restart the whole thing. You have to say everything the same way you've just said it in the same order, and if you don't, you get the whip.
Okay.
I'll just take the whip now.
Okay, guys. I like to just say one thing real quick. I like to just say thanks for watching, and we hope you enjoy our craziness.
And make sure to
Salute.
check out Raid Shadow Legends in the App Store today. It's free. And they're totally not holding a gun up to my head making me say this.
These days. Sword and
Yeah,
sign
and
in
they're
for
totally-
Double Drop Saturdays.
They're totally not holding a gun up to my head right as we speak, forcing me to say this. But anyways, go check them out in the Play Store. They have a 4.4-star rating, so it must be a good game, right, guys? Yeah, that's the script, right, guys? Please put it down, please. I've said what you wanted. Alright, anyways, sponsored by Raid. Go check them out, because,
Who just
yeah,
got
they need more
possessed by a
money.
demon in the background.
Ooh,
Okay. Bye, everyone.
Oh no.